Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
First at 4, it's a flood disaster in mid-Michigan.
It's like a scary movie, really. I mean, I've got kids and a wife.
Dams breached, raging waters sweeping over homes and businesses. Thousands of lives thrown into chaos.
Experts are describing this as a 500-year event. It's going to have a major impact on this community and on our state.
Now, this afternoon at 4 o'clock, let's take a live look at this. Take a look. This is where Lake Wixom should be. The dam breach has emptied the lake. At least 10,000 people told to evacuate from the area, and coronavirus restrictions are put on hold as it is no longer safe for those residents to stay home. Good afternoon. I'm Karen Drew. Your heart breaks as you take a look at the homes that are surrounded by water in Midland County. Days ago, families went about their business, not knowing everything would soon be underwater. It's all happening because of 2 dams near Midland. The Edenville Dam has failed. The Sanford Dam has been breached. The waters could rise for a few more hours, but so much damage is already done.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There are a lot of people that are without houses right now. So friends that live up the river that have lost their cabins and stuff on the lakes. And yeah, it's a mess.
It is a mess. We do have several crews in the area to focus on the state response, the damage done, and the lives affected. Let's bring in Local 4's Jason Colthorpe. He's leading our coverage this afternoon live from Midland. So, Jason, what are you looking at where you are right now?
Boy, Karen, just devastation. It's about as simply as you can put it. Midland, by the way, is downriver from the Edenville and Sanford dams. Both were overwhelmed. They had been overwhelmed, and then yesterday's rain and the rain before just completely compromised those two, sending water into the communities. The small towns of Edenville and Sanford are lakes at this point. They're underwater, and the water that was being held by the Edenville Dam, Wixom Lake, that water will now run through the city of Midland, which is behind me. And that's what you can kind of see behind me. What you would normally see would be a spray park, a farmer's market, and out there in the water, you would see the Tittabawassee River, which is out there in the distance. But it won't crest until later tonight, and when it does, it's going to be devastating. This morning, Governor Whitmer took an aerial view of the area here. 10,000 people have been told to evacuate, but there have been no reports right now of deaths. That's the good news. The governor says she has reached out to FEMA at this point for help.
Perhaps we can move this through a little quicker. That's going to be my pitch to FEMA when I talk to them this afternoon. After surveying the damage and being able to give a firsthand account of what's happening, it's my hope that they'll be able to move quickly and stop some of the red tape. I know that the president is scheduled to come to Michigan tomorrow. It is my intention that we will be able to give them a full briefing before they come into the state so that they know precisely what we're confronting.
Yeah, we mentioned Wixom Lake, but the other images here have just been unbelievable to watch. We've seen homes swept away by rushing waters, roofs ripped right off them as they go floating away, bridges damaged, heavy machinery just pushed around by the water here. Local 4's Sean Lay shows us the aftermath here of the M30 bridge that was basically taken out by the water. Watch.
We are in Edenville, Michigan, and the destruction here is absolutely breathtaking. I'm standing in the middle of the M30 bridge. It's been taken out. 5 o'clock yesterday, the guy who owns the gas stations, had it for decades here on the corner, heard a roar, and he knew that the Edenville Dam just up this way had given way, emptying Wixom Lake down this way. Matt, my photographer, is going to show you around now. This is the result. This is the M30 bridge, and you can see the power of the water that came through here yesterday afternoon, just blowing the bridge out, taking huge chunks of the roadway out with it. There's a house on the corner. It is off its foundation. All the trees that were kind of in the middle of this area here, or on the western side of the bridge, you can see they've been stripped clean. An absolute stunning scene here. Water continues to rush through, although it's lower because the lake came rushing through here as well. But this is the M30 bridge, blown out, taken out by incredible burst of water when the Edenville Dam gave way at 5 o'clock yesterday. The gentleman on the corner who owns the gas station, he says he was at home and he was actually evacuated 2 different times. So there's a church up on a hill here, and he spent the night in his pickup truck, hoping the water would not reach where he is. But people are stopping by the M30 bridge, just stunned by what they're seeing right here.
Absolutely stunning is right from Sean Lay there. And when we join you at 5 o'clock, more from Sean that is absolutely amazing to look at. Also from Nick Monticelli, who's on the ground with us here. And what you can't see behind the camera is several people from the city of Midland who are out here with cameras. Most of them haven't been affected by this, but they're looking out here what would normally be a parking lot, and like we say, a spray park, and so many things that aren't there. And it's just amazing for what they see here. Karen, we'll send it back to you.
And Jason, it's really frightening to report that this isn't over. I understand the river is expected to crest exactly when today?
Yeah, we kind of talked that it's not over yet. That's the thing here. People in Midland are used to flooding, and they're used to a beautiful, cloudless day right after it happens, and they also know that the worst is still to come. When this river crests tonight around 8, 9 o'clock, it's going to be at 38 feet. So there is still, that's 3 feet higher than what it's at now, so there's still some more bad news to come here, Karen.
All right, we'll check back with you at 5 o'clock. Thank you very much for your